Fashion is a phenomenon as old as the world. It surprised and puzzled from the first day of its appearance. However, this date is still not precisely established by historians, although many experts believe that the fashion originated in the 14th century. What happened before the advent of fashion? Primitive people wore the fur of wild animals. It was necessary to protect against the cold, and it was hardly a matter of fashion then. Although it is possible that fur, which was harder to get and which was warmer, could be considered fashionable. In many wild tribes that have survived to this day, you can observe the use of jewelry as fashion attributes. It is quite possible that the tradition of wearing jewelry made of animals' bones and shells has been preserved since ancient times. And later, different peoples, the ancient Romans and Greeks, Scythians and Mongols, Hindus and Chinese, had their own, only accepted by them, certain types of clothing. Did they have fashion? Unlikely. Their costumes changed quite slowly, and variability is one of the main features of fashion. In those days, clothes were rather a means of protection against the cold and various irritants. It appeared later, in Paris, although many parts of the city argued for the right to be considered the motherland of fashion for centuries. It is believed that its emergence is connected with the emergence of large fabric productions. Obviously, that's how it was. In order to change clothing forms often enough, you need to have something that would ensure these changes. Somewhere in the 14th century, a spontaneous general fascination with certain types of clothing got its name. Then the fashion began to spread to Italy, England, and Spain. People liked experiments with clothes. The ranks of fashion fans grew. It crossed the strictest boundaries, broke traditional types of clothing, imposed its own taste and rules. Over the centuries, various countries and cities have played a leading role in clothing fashion: Italy, Spain, France, England. However, Paris remains the most fashionable city from then to today. The Italian period in the history of fashion corresponds to the era of the Renaissance and the rapid development of city-states. Venetia and Lorenzia were transshipment points in the goods trade from the country. Starting from the 30th century, luxury silk fabrics were produced in Italy itself. Velvet production flourished in Milan. These conditions made Italy the center of fashion. The same was observed in Burgundy, which set the tone for European fashion for almost the entire 15th century. There were manufactories processing English wool in the Burgundian cities of Ghent and Bruges. The dominant color was black, which was so pleasing to the empire in which the sun never set. In the 17th century, with the weakening of the power of Spain, the fashionable style became a thing of the past. It was replaced by the cheerful style of clothing of the Parisians. Starting from the 18th century, London became a serious and worthy competitor of Paris in the field of fashion. This rivalry complemented and enriched two main directions in fashion: practical and sporty in London and prone to fantasy and sexual looseness in Paris. Since then, the English suit and clothes for rainy weather have remained British possession in fashion, and after the Second World War, from America came to Europe clothes for work and leisure, made of denim fabric. Still, Paris is the capital of world fashion. Many reasons contributed to this: the advantageous geographical position of the capital of a powerful European state, and the ancient tradition of highly developed textile production, and the skillful work of Parisians, tailors and seamstresses, and the frivolous cheerfulness of Parisians. An important place in the field of fashion was given to fashion designers. Some of them completely changed the style of fashion in their time, made so-called fashion revolutions. These are such famous female fashion designers as Jana Paquin, Jean Lanvin, Elsa Schiaparelli, Madame Gris, Coco Chanel, Vivienne Westwood, Nina Ricci.